Hi, welcome to the second part. In the last part what we created is set up the particles, and this part will learn how to render it. So currently if I hit render or say shift Q, I'm not gonna get anything besides the T part. So the reason is 3ds Max renderer cannot read the particles, so it needs to have a shape, so that a geometry, so that the renderer will actually show what's going on. So for that, what I'll do is hit 6 key on the keyboard. So this is our particle tree, so I'm gonna add a shape operator to the rain particles. So for that, right click, append, operator, shape. I'll drag this up, and one thing, now I'll need to change my display to geometry. Let's see what we get. Okay, it looks funny. Tons of boxes falling off on a teapot, but when we render it, we're actually going to see the boxes. Okay, so this time at least we are getting something. So now we need to tweak the shape. So for that, what I'll do is I'll need to scale this up. So append, operator, scale. Okay, so in scale, uncheck the constraint proportions. So it means the all x, y and z values are independent. So currently if I change the x value to 10, all are going to be 10. It will be a small cube. So uncheck the constraint proportions, and now tweak the x to 5, y to 5 and 10 to something like longer, say 65. Okay, now let's check. Yeah, now render it. Okay, cool. So we have tweaked rain, but not the splashes. We want some small spear or drops, which actually looks like a drop splash. So for that, what we'll do is simply come to our standard primitives and draw a little spear, very tiny, so like a radius of 0.5 or 0.6 something. Okay, and we'll name it as a splash. Okay, now hit 6 on the keyboard, and in the splash event, append, operator, and this time shape instance. What shape instance does is it actually picks the original geometry what you created. So this particle geometry object, click it, hit H and choose the splash. Okay, so and again change the display mode to geometry. Let's check out what we got. Okay, we got everything what we wanted. Now let's hit render. Okay, so we got a pretty solid splashes, like a bouncing ball or something, but it's okay, we can tweak it. Now let's set up the material. So hit M on keyboard, select any empty slot, name it rain, diffuse, make it darker, lower down the opacity, some self-illumination, some specular level, and external parameters set the accumulation to something like grayish or something. Okay, so maybe the self permission is a bit more. Okay, so this is our material, and now how do we assign it to the particle flow? It's basically simple. It's X. Now, as the same particle is going to affect the both of the event, we can directly add it in our main tree. So right click, append operator called material static. And click on none. Select the rain. Okay. And now let's check it out. Okay, so we can see the splashes, but hardly we can see the rain particles. So, but instead I'll change my view. We'll need to adjust the opacity. Now check it out. Yeah, we can clearly see the rain particles and the splashes. So we just I mean, we can't get the real feel of motion to it. So what we'll do is add a camera motion blur. So how do we set up it? So it's simple. Hit Ctrl C to create a new camera. So camera 4 is now my new camera. Hit H, select the new camera, go to Modifier tab, in Multipass Effect, set Enable, and change it to Motion Blur. The sampling, the duration, the bars, let's keep it same for now and hit the preview. Okay, so this is how it is going to look in the render. So like a speed, we get a feel of speed. So let's check it out how it look in actual render. It's much accurate motion blur, as 12 times is going to read it. As you can see, we can get a feel of motions and splashes. It's looking really cool. So and again, you can set your own material, so you can have a bluish tint on it, but I don't prefer bluish tint on rain. But this is how you may increase your particle count to get more accurate and more catchy look. So this is how you set up the render. Let's say this is how you render the particles in 3ds Max. So again, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time.